On a sunny December day, where the U.S.-Mexico border wall rises from the Pacific Ocean, families unite as best they can.
I have not been able to see my sister for the last 2 years, and it's been just a few minutes ago that I was able to see my sister through this fence, through these little holes.
This is called Friendship Park, a unique place where those on each side of the border can get close enough to speak, even touch, through the metal mesh. 2012 is the 19th year of this binational, bilingual Christmas celebration called Las Posadas. Posada means lodging, and it represents Mary and Joseph's attempt to find a place where they are welcome, where there's room for those from another land. It's a chance for separated families to celebrate Christmas together, yet the unmoving wall is a reminder of Mary and Joseph's experience of rejection.
And all I want is just to go home, just to go home to my kids.
Nancy Romero's mother brought her into the U.S. when she was 6 years old. It's the only country she's known.
And no matter what they say, that's still my home. And my family's there, and I just want to go back. That's all I want, just to go back.
As an adult and mother of 4, Nancy was discovered and deported.
I grew up there, I got raised there, and it's not fair.
The stories and the tears are plenty.
Las Posadas remind us that God indeed does stand with the fullness of God's compassionate heart with those who suffer.
United Methodist Bishop Minerva Carcaño says it's important for Christians to stand for justice for these families.
This is an event that brings light to the issue of broken immigration laws and the suffering of immigrant men, women, and children.
I've seen so many people at Friendship Park cry with their loved one through the fence, and I do believe God is crying with them.
Reverend John Fanistill is a United Methodist Extension Minister. He and United Methodist border missionary Reverend Saul Montiel minister to those who live along the border.
Primarily hygiene elements like Dove, toothpaste.
Gracias, Samson.
They meet physical needs and spiritual ones. Every Sunday they offer communion for families on each side of the wall.
And we hope that one day the world will come into one world, one table and one Lord.
What Saul and I have determined to do is that every Sunday morning we meet up here in San Diego and we break the bread and we split a single bottle of juice into 2 containers. And then one of us travels to the Mexican side and one of us travels to the U.S. side of Friendship Park. And that way, when we consecrate the elements, we're still breaking one bread and breaking one cup, which is very meaningful to me, because we are one family.
This is one bread.
Es un pan solamente.
If this is one body.
It is our responsibility to express to the world that we Methodists care for those who suffer, that we Methodists are in solidarity with families who have been deported from the U.S. and they are suffering right now the separation, the absences of their loved ones.
This gives me hope, at least. I'm so close to my kids. And that's all I want, is just to see my kids one more time.
But they will be able to touch.
Pero podrán tocarse.
They will be able to hug.
There is hope that hearts and laws may one day change, and walls will no longer divide.
And may God bless you all.
Until then, for a few minutes this Christmas, they worship together as one family, under one God.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.